Nammo Yidafa, good morning. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The third mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to cultivate responsibility and learn ways to protect the safety and integrity of individuals, couples, families, and society. I'm determined not to engage in sexual relations without love and a long-term commitment. To preserve the happiness of myself and others, I'm determined to respect my commitments and the commitments of others. I will do everything in my power to protect children from sexual abuse and prevent couples and families from being broken by sexual misconduct. For our Dhamma readings, we've been reading Ajahn Chah's book Bodhinyana, and today we're finishing the Dhamma talk, The Training of the Heart. The way of the heart is like this. Sometimes there are good thoughts, sometimes there are bad thoughts. The heart's deceitful, don't trust it. Instead, look straight at the conditions of the heart itself. Accept them as they are. They're just as they are. Whether it's good or evil or whatever, that's the way it is. If you don't grab hold of these conditions, then they don't become anything more or less than what they already are. If we grab hold, we'll get bitten, and then we'll suffer. With right view, there's only peace. Samadhi is born, and wisdom takes over. Wherever you may sit or lie down, there is peace. There's peace everywhere, no matter where you may go. So today you have brought your disciples here to listen to the Dhamma. You may understand some of it you may not. In order for you to understand more easily, I've talked about the practice of meditation. Whether you think it is right or not, you should take and contemplate it. As a teacher myself, I've been in a similar predicament. I too have longed to listen to Dhamma talks because wherever I went, I was giving talks to others but never had a chance to listen. So at this time, you really appreciate listening to a talk from a teacher. Time passes by so quickly when you're sitting and listening quietly. You're hungry for Dhamma, so you really want to listen. At first, giving talks to others is a pleasure, but after a while the pleasure is gone. You feel bored and tired. Then you want to listen. So when you listen to a talk from a teacher, you feel much inspiration and you understand easily. When you're getting old and there's hunger for Dhamma, its flavor is especially delicious. Being a teacher of others, you are an example to them. You're a model for other bhikkhus. You're an example to your disciples. You're an example to everybody, so don't forget yourself. But don't think about yourself either. If such thoughts do arise, get rid of them. If you do this, then you will be one who knows himself. There are a million ways to practice Dhamma. There's no end to the things that can be said about meditation. There's so many things that can make us doubt. Just keep sweeping them out. Then there's no more doubt. When we have right understanding like this, no matter where we sit or walk, there is peace and ease. Wherever we may meditate, that's the place to bring your awareness. Don't hold that one only meditates while sitting or walking. Everything and everywhere is our practice. There's awareness all the time. There's mindfulness all the time. We can see birth and death of mind and body all the time. and we don't let it clutter our hearts. Let it go constantly. If love comes, let it go back to its home. If greed comes, let it go home. If anger comes, let it go home. Follow them. Where do they live? Then escort them there. Don't keep anything. If you practice like this, then you're like an empty house, or, explained another way, this is an empty heart, a heart empty and free of all evil. We call it an empty heart, but it isn't empty as if there was nothing. It's empty of evil, but filled with wisdom. Then, whatever you do, you'll do with wisdom. You'll think with wisdom. You'll eat with wisdom. There will only be wisdom. This is the teaching for today, and I offer it to you. I've recorded it on tape. If listening to Dhamma makes your heart at peace, that's good enough. You don't need to remember anything. Some may not believe this. If we make our heart peaceful and just listen, letting it pass by but contemplating continuously like this, then we're like a tape recorder. After some time, when we turn on, everything is there. Have no fear that there won't be anything. As soon as you turn on your tape recorder, everything is there. I wish to offer this to every bhikkhu and to everyone. Some of you probably only know a little Thai, but that doesn't matter. May you learn the language of the Dhamma. That's good enough. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me this morning.